Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? So I have a new book review for you, and it is on The Passage by Justin Cronin. This is the first book in the series, if you can believe it. Oh my goodness. It took me the entire week to read this. I think I could have slowed down, but you know, there's books to be read, reviews to be done. Let's talk about what The Passage is all about. Where do I begin? So the story is essentially an apocalyptic book. The setting takes place not too far in the future, maybe a few years from now. The story is set up with different point of views, and one of these perspectives comes from a researcher who's trying to find out a cure for all diseases, trying to extend human life. And he goes to South America to look for this miracle cure. He finds something really interesting in South America and he brings it to the United States with the help of the US government. Start to conduct experiments. The experiments have gone to a point where they are testing on human subjects, and these FBI agents have to locate now death row inmates to experiment on. We start to read perspectives from different people working at this government facility. Obviously, it's on the down low. It's very project secret-like. The research gets to a point where now he has to try experimenting on a little girl, and one of our main characters is Amy, and she's 6 years old when we're introduced to her, and she is a very, very special little girl. The FBI agents have to bring her in, and through events and circumstances, this government experiment goes horribly, horribly wrong. The researcher kind of found a way to extend human life, but not in the way he was wanting, and his experiments kind of turn people into vampires just a little bit. And obviously Amy is the key to saving the world, of course. The world continues to go. People continue to try to survive, not try to be killed by blood-sucking vampires. It kind of reminded me a little bit of I Am Legend. Let's talk about the characters and the plot together. They're kind of intermingled. I did enjoy some characters. There was Amy, one of the main characters. There is Agent Wolgast and Doyle. I really enjoy the FBI agents, and there's Lacey and Peter. Those are the central characters I really enjoyed. Those are just five characters, and there's probably about 20 different perspectives, give or take. There's a lot of secondary and minor characters you read about in the book. A lot of those characters that I wasn't really connecting to was in the later part of the book, and it was very difficult for me to get through their perspectives. There was just a lot of backstory and character development for minor characters that I didn't feel was that necessary. I was actually looking ahead in the book to see when my favorite characters would come up, which is kind of bad. Also, what I thought was really strange was Amy's character. She kind of played a role of a background character, which I thought was kind of weird. I was really wanting to read more of her character. I think she was used as a mysterious character, you know, wanting to know what's going to happen next in the plot. And so with the plot, I really enjoyed the first 300 pages. I thought that was solid. I thought it was really well done. It had its moments, especially with the action sequences. I really enjoyed. So after the 300 page mark, there was a shift in setting, in time, and with characters. I think what happened was I was still hooked on the first 300 pages, and it felt like you were reading a completely, not a completely different book, but the second book in the series. The change was really sudden, abrupt. I was still thinking about what happened in the first 300 pages, and now I had to get into this kind of new part of the story. At the point where I thought it would get going, it still dragged on even further. It's like, when will the good parts come? Just a lot of drama with some of these characters, and it was yes, I realize drama continues even after the apocalypse happens, but can we focus on the bigger picture here? So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give The Passage an unreadable, unfortunately. The inside flap, we get a bunch of quotes. My expectations buying the book were kind of down here, and just reading the first 2 pages of quotes, it kind of just shot up to over here. For the majority of the book, I just couldn't get into, and I think it was mostly had to do with the characters. I'm very interested to see how the other 2 books in this series go. I will check out the second book because I really enjoyed the premise and how the whole story was set up. So that's my review, guys. I hope this was helpful. Don't go by what I say, because apparently Oprah really liked it, and USA Today, and Time, and National Post. Oh my god. The only, you know, quotes missing in here is like from Obama or the Pope or something. So have a good one, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.